Today we're going to be making our own Minecraft sword completely out of wood for the US Navy. Check it out. Minecraft is a popular video game where you get to build stuff to survive the world. And to build a Minecraft sword in the game, all you really need is wood, like this, tools, and the crafting bench, pretty much like the one I have here. To start, we need to cut up our wood into small cubes just like this, and pretty much like the blocks from the actual Minecraft game. The size of the cubes will depend on how large of a sword you're going to want to actually make, because they are actually a set number across and wide for each sword. So you just figure out that number, divide the actual size you want of the entire sword, and then you'll get the block size that you need to cut. This is going to actually be a 3-foot sword, so it's going to be pretty massive, and we're going to be using pretty large blocks. To make these cubes, I set up a table saw fence and ran a 2x4 across the blade to get 2 cuts for each block. I actually started using a crosscut sled to try and make this easy and more repeatable, but then I realized it'd be actually a lot easier if I set up a stop block on my chop saw and just chopped away each piece and make it nice and easy, and honestly, a lot safer as well. And as you can see, now we have more than enough wooden cubes to build this sword. Next, I decided to lay out each block and test out the different wood grain patterns to help ensure there was some flow within the design. After figuring out a good layout, it was time to add some color. Before applying the different stains, I actually used a wood conditioner to help make sure that the staining across each piece would be consistent. I wanted the wood grain to show throughout this piece, so I decided to use these blue and gold wood stain that I found from Minwax. I've used these wood stains in the past on things like my American wood flag, and I really like the detail that comes out with them, and that you get to see the grain throughout it. So I had some faith that this would work out pretty well for us. And then I went piece by piece along the sword to ensure I would get a pattern that I would like for the entire sword and make sure the grain kind of flowed together. And while I'm building, let me tell you why I'm doing this. I mean, to be honest, I'd never even played the game Minecraft. I gave it a shot once I got this project, and I instantly kept dying from these things called creepers, and I couldn't even survive the night, which I'm guessing is pretty bad. So I'm actually doing this because I have a really special customer that I make products for, and that customer is the US Navy. You see, I'm lucky enough that they come to me for orders for some of their retiring US fleet members. In the past, I've made different products like a custom Band-Aid for one of their sailors that I think always got injured a lot, a US flag NFL styled cutting board, and this one, which is going to be a Minecraft sword plaque for one of the sailors. And those of you that know me know that I actually work for the Navy as a full-time job, and Maker's Best Friend is my side hustle slash dream to make a full-time gig. So this one is extra special to my heart. So this one I really hope I can make special for them. So let's get to it. I needed a way to attach the cubes together and be able to apply enough pressure so that the glue would dry and keep the wood really nice and together. Now, this wasn't so bad at the corners where I had 3 cubes by 3 cubes by 3 cubes, so I had an even square along it all, and I could just use a band clamp or 2 or 4 different clamps together to keep pressure across all the corners. But once I started getting further along down the sword, I was really struggling with how do I actually apply enough pressure so that this wouldn't just fall apart from a bad glue joint. Now, I had to get pretty creative with the clamps, and I really wasn't sure if this would work at the end. So I also used some CA glue with my wood glue, so that would actually dry faster and help hold the pieces together with the clamps and with the wood glue. So 3 different methods, and here I was hoping it would work at the end of the day and not just fall apart. Now, after it was all together and dry, I went back to sand down any parts that were too uneven, and then I went back and actually touched up the wood stain color, because with all the wood glue and with all of it getting together, it did become a little bit messy and I want it to be much sharper and cleaner. So sanding it helped clean up all the edges, and then putting new wood stain with a brush at the end made it look nice and crisp. Finally, I applied a clear coat to the entire piece to make the entire thing shine. This one was a lot harder than I expected, but I'm really happy. I love this piece. I hope the Navy likes it as well. I hope I get to keep making awesome custom pieces for them. Thanks again for watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace.